The Coming of Archie by Don Marquis. The circumstances of Archie's first appearance are narrated in the following extract from the sundial column of the New York Sun. Dobbs Ferry possesses a rat which slips out of his lair at night and runs a typewriting machine in a garage. Unfortunately, he's always been interrupted by the watchman before he could produce a complete story. It was at first thought that the power which made the typewriter run was a ghost instead of a rat. It seems likely to us it was both a ghost and a rat. Mademoiselle Blavatsky's ego went into a white horse after she passed over, and someone's personality has undoubtedly gone into this rat. It is an era of belief in communications from the spirit world. And since this matter has been reported in the public prints and seriously received, we're no longer afraid of being ridiculed, and we do not mind making a statement as something that's happened to our own typewriter only a couple weeks ago. We came into our room earlier than usual in the morning and discovered a gigantic cockroach jumping about in the keys. He didn't see us, and we watched him. He would climb painfully upon the framework of the machine and cast himself with all his force upon a key, head downward, and his weight and the impact of the blow were just sufficient to operate the machine one slow letter after another. He couldn't work the capital letters, and he had a great deal of difficulty operating the mechanism that shifts the paper so a fresh line may be started. We never saw a cockroach work so hard or perspire so freely in all our lives before. After about an hour of this frightfully difficult literary labor, he fell to the floor exhausted, and we saw him creep feebly onto a nest of the poems which were always there in profusion. Congratulating ourselves that we left a sheet of paper in the machine the night before, so that all the work had not been in vain, we made an examination, and this is what we found. Expression is the need of my soul. I was once a vers libre bard, but I died, and my soul went into the body of a cockroach. It has given me a new outlook upon life. I see things from the underside now. Thank you for the apple peelings in the wastepaper basket. Ugh, but your paste is getting so stale I can't eat it. There is a cat here called Mehitabel I wish you'd have removed. She nearly ate me the other night. Why don't you catch rats? That is what she's supposed to be here for. There is a rat here she should get without delay. Most of the rats here are just rats, but this rat is like me. He has a human soul in him. He used to be a poet himself. Night after night, I've written poetry for you on your typewriter, and this big brute of a rat, who used to be a poet, comes out of his hole, and when it's done, he reads it, and he sniffs at it. He's jealous of my poetry. He used to make fun of it when we were both human. He was a punk poet himself. And after he reads it, he sneers, and then he eats it. I wish you'd have Mehitabel kill that rat, or get a cat who's onto her job. And I will write you a series of poems showing how things look to a cockroach. That rat's name is Freddie. The next time Freddie dies, I hope he won't be a rat, but something smaller. I hope I will be a rat. In the next transmigration, Freddie a cockroach. And I'll teach him to sneer at my poetry then. Don't you ever eat any sandwiches in your office? I haven't had a crumb of bread for I don't know how long, or a piece of ham, or anything but apple parings and paste. Leave a piece of paper in your machine every night, and you can call me Archie.